All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Stockton. They'll run the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Big picture, guys. This certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Holds and fires complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Stockton. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. That crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe the defensive is something you need to start focusing on.
Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Now, Drew Allar feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allar still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football. It's a seam wide open. All out of space. The 20. Then some, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Under fire. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Rides to back and leaves it. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll run the toss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Oh, better look out! Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Aller. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on second down for this offense. Back to the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Air Force has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up 14 over the Judicials. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Bringing the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Still looking, on the move. He throws into the middle of the field. He's got it up to 15. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play like that getting wiped out by a penalty. Is there anything that deflates a crowd quicker than that? Line is set on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. These corners going to give them some space. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Dinkins. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Dogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Floating away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Allard. Finds his tight end. Wide open spaces. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. Got his man to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw again. Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the run, it's Allen. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply,
and the ball squirted out. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. And off to Jones. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Caught close to the marker, it's McCray. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Wants to go up top. Fires it. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Catch in the middle. It's Branch. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Bulldogs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Fair catch called for and made. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. catch in the middle. It's Hudson. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Allard. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 26 over the Rebels. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive firing. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
A tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Nittany Lions will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. They'll try the outside to the left. It's a running room. He's loose. Past the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they